But ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the other segment, a segment that's so important to us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's time for the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. I don't believe you heard me. The good news, the bad news, and the other shit. That's right. Man, them visual aids. I love them visual aids. Like marital aids, any kind of aids. I love them. Okay, you guys, in the good news, bad news section, we don't necessarily do it in that order, because we have the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. But I can tell you we're going to hit a number of things today. But we have to take a moment to at least deal with, I guess some of the bad news first, because I don't know if any of you saw this, but there was a tremendous accident.
That was crazy.
Oh, man, I feel so bad for the people.
Yes.
Stage collapse, Indianapolis State Fair in Indiana. Take a look, everyone. While we play this piece, you can actually see the crash right here. This is a short piece. This is from Russia television. Lord, you just cringe, don't you? Wow. Oh, Lord. 5 dead, everybody. 5 dead. So we want to send our prayers out to all the folks dealing with that.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, you feel for the families.
And you know what the thing was we found out is that they have been worried about the wind conditions. They actually had called to check on the wind conditions 4 times, and each time they were reassured. See, but you can never, you can't, nature, you just can't say what it's going to be. Plus they have all these standards, where they judge everything by what has already occurred.
Right.
That's what they were doing. I don't know if you guys heard about it. We mentioned this when it came to the earthquake safety, that they went back and looked at the reactors. They said, how safe are our reactors in the face of an earthquake? Well, they said, this is the way they quoted. They said, well, the reactors have been certified to handle the earthquakes most likely to occur in this region. And I was like,
So that's just that's not enough information for me. I'm like, most likely.
Yeah, but now let me ask you this, though.
Wow.
When you see the wind and that much gust, you just take it for granted that, everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
If you were in that position, Mario, would you have been concerned about the structure around you? Meaning that a lot of times we just take for granted that the safety is already taken care of.
No, I would have felt safe.
Really? I'm
just saying, it never would occur to me. It wouldn't occur to me that the thing's going to collapse. Because, we've been at some stuff.
Yeah.
Where they've had things, but I guess now we should be more paranoid. But I would have been one of those dumb, unsuspecting people
okay.
It's windy. Wow, great. Crash.
But you can see it. It's like swaying to a point where
they said everything was fine till they had that gust.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that gust is what did it.
Oh, you would have seen me you'd have seen this nice caramel streak just taking off.
Man.
But Mario, let me just say, they said gust, but before the gust, there was constant wind.
Well, that's why they contacted again the local. They contacted the local agencies,
right,
whoever certifies these things, and they said they were monitoring the wind and that it didn't meet. It wasn't expected. Well, it's like this. I heard 2 reports. I heard that they were told that everything should be fine for now.
Gotcha.
Then I heard a report that said that they're expecting things to get rough in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, but it was thought that the concert would be over.
Oh, I hear.
But that still might be cutting it a little close, huh?
Yeah.
If that's actually true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was
very
close. Yeah.
Because if they say you got to be out of there in 2 hours, you might want to get out now.
Okay. All right, but
That's man. If you go out on a date with someone, they say, you got about 2 hours and I change.
Yes.
You say, what do you change?
That's cold.
Into. They just go, I'll just tell you I changed. It's about 2 hours.
And that's it.
I'll be like, well, okay, 90 minutes later, we guess we better head over to the house now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, rough. So rough stuff. So I got to give you guys the bad news. Now here's another piece I had to show you. We mentioned this in the last broadcast. You know, people have been paying attention to all the rioting, all the things going on in London. You know, again, all of this started. We started because again of an incident. Someone, you know, perceived wrongs, but it's been going on for a while now. I think now they've got something like 1,600 people arrested. Let's take a look. Here's some photo footage from Russian television. Once again, we want to thank Russian television. We get our videos mostly from the foreign press because they're the ones who don't attempt to sue us and get us kicked off of YouTube. Of course, the American, right, don't even put a CNN or NBC clip, even if you have your fair right usage for the news item. They still are bullying. But we want you to get this thanks to Russian television. You know, those of us who lived through the Watch riots here and all the other things that we've had, well, no, forget the Watch riots for a minute. How about living through the Laker championships here in Los Angeles, where people acted a damn fool and burned up the city? This, however, is political unrest. But take a look. The issue is they're saying that a lot of the youth, specifically they're pointing at the youth, are using this as a situation where they are capitalizing on to take advantage. You're going to see some pieces coming up in just a minute. Wow.
This is interesting. And they're painting the story that there's a lot of youth who are just getting into, who are not really in there for what the argument is or the issue, that they're just doing it to be part of copying other rioters. But isn't that the way to paint the story so you actually make it seem like there's not a lot of people rising up against the issue at hand?
Well, yeah, in other words, you tend to trivialize the issues that caused them to riot.
Right.
See, there is reasons why they were sitting there ready to riot.
Right.
Okay, because people usually, if things are good, you know, they're not sitting around just waiting for a riot and it jumps off. Usually you have to have conditions. Take a look.
They have riots trained others coming under.
Wow.
It's just all too unbelievable. It's like surreal.
That's, when you see it, it's different, isn't it? It has a whole...
Ablaze just in the background of the high street. It's well alight.
Once again, we want to thank Russian television providing us with these.
Now, did they say which district the most of the rioting is taking place?
Well, it's been it was initially, I believe, in London, right?
Right.
And then it went to at least three other cities,
right,
or townships. I'm not sure what they use over there, but it definitely spread to other areas.
Obviously highly trained,
as you can see. I think they've had up to 20,000 police.
20,000?
Pulled in.
That's more than the total police force that we have in L.A.
I think they pulled them from all around.
They did?
Yeah, because of the level of unrest. Look at this. There's the looting.
This is going to be interesting. And they really haven't had, maybe we haven't paid attention to it, they really haven't had what they call whether it's the prime minister or whomever, to respond to this as a voice of either calm, or they're staying away from it so they don't want to put more what they call priority on it.
Not so much the voice of calm, Vic, because a lot of the population is calling for a reaction. They want crackdowns. So these kinds of things tend to polarize people into the ones who are doing this stuff and then the ones who want someone to go kick their ass. and so a lot of the stuff that you're hearing coming from the officials is now they're trying to come with their law enforcement vibe. Well, we will be cracking down on all the hooligans. You know, these cities, they have really some of the most state-of-the-art camera systems.
Right.
So they are really spending an inordinate amount of time following up. And I've understood that every day they've had raids, somewhere in the hundreds of raids of people's houses where they show up on your house. They identified you on camera.
Right.
They come in, they take you out.
Right.
They take you right to jail. Well, it's not just, anyways, as we deal with the unrest, it's not just what's going on in Great Britain. In Israel, people don't realize there's been a number of protests. We mentioned this last week, where you had thousands of people who are protesting really the economic climate and the changes that are going on over there, much like what's happening here. Take a look with this piece. And as you can see, unrest and anger about money goes around.
The streets of Israel's cities have played host to thousands who've rallied each weekend since mid-July. It's a mass protest across the entire country, campaigning for social justice. Cheaper housing, better access to education and measures to overcome social inequality are among the key demands. Protesters are now setting a September deadline for the government to improve the situation. It's a strategy that seems to have worked, as Israel's PM Benjamin Netanyahu has appointed a special committee to address the demands. And demonstration leaders remain less than satisfied and threaten officials with a million-strong march across 50 towns in early September. But as RT's Paula...
Wow. Okay, that was one of those buffer, quick, or you just had a short video on that.
There's just a short one.
Yeah.
I think it's got cut off.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Well, we wanted you to see what's going on, and we'll get some more. We're going to follow up that story. But as you can see, protests going on all over the world.
Wow.
These are some scary times.
Yeah. You know, Mark, we always say this. You never know what the flashpoint is.
Yeah.
You know, you can actually, you know, we always say it's going to be the obvious things. But would you have predicted that the economic thing that's going over in the U.S., that the way it responded over in Europe or in London, how they jumped on it so quickly that they actually touched upon it when they were dealing with the fact that education costs over there, going to college, had just, I don't know if it tripled or doubled. And that was like their flashpoint. And then it just took some time before it just, I don't know, what was the explosive point? What happened?
As I believe it was, what started this one was another incident. It was a police with
So this one is not related to it's not, okay, I got it. So this is something about the police brutality. This is not one of those, this is not coming from, hey, you know what, money, cost of living, anything like this. This is straight brutality.
Well, there's always something. It tends to be an incident with the police,
right,
or an incident that is the trigger. But you've had ongoing issues with the money,
right,
and in these communities, and also ongoing racial tensions there, especially with immigrant communities.
Yeah, that's right.
They have these large immigrant communities, and again, that's where you see a lot of the stuff jumping off.
Wow. And we're so used to having what we call, I hate to say it, in the U.S., we have a number of what we call police brutality situations.
Yes.
But we actually kind of accept it as part of our culture. I'm not saying that nobody goes out and goes against it and say it's wrong, but it's almost part of our culture, and it really doesn't make us stand up and rise to an occasion of an emergency. This is interesting, though. Man, you know what? That's not good news. I'm waiting for some good news.
Well, here's the good news. The good news, Vic, is that sometimes things work out for the best.
I'll see. He's about to do... Okay. I got my road dog over there next to you, so she's going to give up the information. Is he going to surprise us with some good news?
Well, yeah, because you guys, we're going to talk about this next piece we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Has to do with what happened with Vic and I. There's a place that we go to eat. Let me see if I can get everything pulled up here right. Where's mine?
Oh, yeah, this is good news. But
sort of.
But there's a story to it. But I'm going to leave that.
Take a look, you guys. Here is the Cork, a fashionable eatery on Adams here in the hood. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. And, you know, they have wonderful, wonderful people who work in there. It's like a rainbow coalition of waiters and help and bartenders. And so we went there. We go there from time to time. And I want to use Google Maps to sort of go there and show it to you.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of food do they serve?
Well, you know, here's a closer picture.
Yeah.
Well, you know, normally they have chicken, you know, fried chicken, fish sandwiches. But what we like, the tacos, we go there to eat, even though it's like a bar. And, they have
seafood
guys that stand out there and watch your car at night. Because it's right in the middle of the hood, you guys. Right in the middle of
Right. Yeah.
in the ghetto.
But
Ghetto.
what he's trying to show you is that it's a place that has dark windows. Then we drove up and got closer. And then realized those are not windows; those are bars.
Oh.
So,
Oh, man.
see,
I had it right.
see, I know what you're trying to do. He's trying to expand.
I'm
upon
trying
the
to
Google.
show you guys the Google
can't-
map.
You can't do it.
Because you got to see in the hood, because here we go, this place. First of all, take a look. Damn it.
Yeah, you need to apologize. You have a lady sitting next door to you. You can't say that word.
Well, we're trying to show you through this Google Maps thing.
You have to click the pic. There you go.
There they go.
And you can't. And you're trying to enlarge it, and it won't enlarge.
It's just not responding.
Yeah.
It's too sensitive.
Bam.
There's the Cork right there, okay, you guys? Now, in the middle of the hood, we go there, and they have great food. I went there because back in the days when used to smoke, you used to be able to smoke in there. Cigarettes, I mean, you could actually, I know. People say, yeah, really? Yeah, I know. I used to, anyway. And you would go in there, they had a place you could sit out in the outside and smoke. And they also had food late. And then the food was a trip because they had these red beans and rice. The fried chicken is so fresh.
Yes.
And the shrimp ain't like that frozen shrimp. It's like some fresh shrimp,
Yes.
butterfly. And you're like, where the hell did they get this shrimp? You know how you know? I took some very stuck-up young ladies to eat there. Like, where you taking me? I mean, you man, take a look, you guys. You imagine with some of these L.A. bourgeois black folks. Here you come taking them to the court. I don't know if I'm getting out the car. Where are you taking me tonight? I said, come on, girl, take you to the court. Get down with the community, the brothers in the hood. I don't know. They have brothers outside watching your car. So you go in there, and then all of a sudden, after that chicken came, all you can see was their head down smacking. Well, damn, this chicken's pretty good. As I told you, the chicken was good. That's why I brought you.
That makes me think: are the bars to keep the people inside eating, or to keep the people from outside coming inside
It's
to
to
eat?
keep the ghetto folks out. They have big ass brothers stand out there in front of it. Two big old giant arms and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the point being, the food is good and the menu is great, you guys. So we go down there. We don't even drink. We go in there to eat. Now, they expanded the menu. I went in there. We had this wonderful waitress named Jupiter and Maya. And Jupiter comes over. She tells us she's Colombian.
That's right.
And she said, well, Mara, we expanded the menu. And now they have this chicken salad stuffed avocado. I said, chicken salad stuffed? She said, yes, we also have bruschetta. I said, on Adams. That's like when you go to Oktoberfest in the ghetto. Like, what the, but they have bruschetta. So, being the culinary wizard that I am, much like my fashion sense, I decided to try the stuffed avocado, and it was excellent chicken salad stuffed avocado. The bruschetta was so good, I couldn't believe I was smacking lips. And
I know what gifts to get you now. This is bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
All kinds.
Well, the thing about it, we were so amazed that take a look again at this restaurant in the hood on Adams. Okay,
It is amazing.
and so we were fascinated with the way she said, "Yeah, I recommended the chicken salad. It's my dish." They even called it Jupiter's chicken salad. And so we were amazed with Jupiter.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, I can't remember the guy's name. The owner is a former Oakland Raider pro football player.
That's right.
So if I got his name, believe me, you would know. So the one thing I like about what he has done, he's mixed what they call the juke joint with great food. I mean, when I say great food, if you drove up, like Mario says, if somebody was taking, LaSalle.
Look
They was
at
taking
it.
LaSalle.
No, she's cool. She'd be like, as long as she just say, "Ma, you have your gun, right?" Okay, I'm ready, honey. I'm ready. As long as you have it. I have the knife.
It is surprisingly unbelievable. I mean,
You would
you're
like
talking-
the food.
The wings are used. The shrimp used. Tacos.
I took my mom there. She's
Right.
in the South for the fish sandwich. I took my mother. I said, she's like, I said, Mom, you gonna like this fish sandwich? So I'm just telling you. So here's the thing. The waitress, take a look right here below. This is a picture of the waitress, Jupiter Maya, who is serving us.
Yep.
Now, and so we start talking about, what stuff we do, and, I said, because somehow, I don't know how we got around to it. Maybe it was when she was playing in the jukebox.
Yeah.
And I said, you sing? She said, I'm in a band.
Yep.
I said, we do internet television. So just to show you how the universe works, small world. Here we get wonderfully entertained at our local ghetto eatery with stuffed avocado and bruschetta, waited on by a beautiful, beautiful Colombian woman, Jupiter Amaya, who's here on her own mission with her band to see an indie band. So we had to feature them because we think it's so wonderful who we run across,
All
who
the
we
time.
meet, and we just got to say, God bless them. Take a look at Jupiter Amaya and her band.
Yeah. We'll be going to eat there regularly, aren't we?
That's right.
I gotta go to eat there.
You already sold on
It
that.
sounds so good.
Oh, that's right, Mauro. You have to always
My name is Mario
warn
Garrido.
Urban
Oh.
Buffer. You know
I'm
that.
Chris and I play bass.
You know that, man.
No, that's that. They don't work the full screen.
And remember, the Adobe Flash is dealing with some updates today. So you may have to keep it in a smaller window, man, if you can get away with it. But no.
Let me just try. Let me just
Yeah,
try.
I know you want to try, man, but hey, look, I'm just saying this. We have our great eatery, Harold
I'm
and
Chris
Bell's in
and
the
I play
hood.
bass.
This food is comparable.
Hey, I'm Chris and I play bass.
Uh-oh. I think you're getting there, man. I think you're getting there. Now we just have to see a picture, right? But I'm just saying this. Obviously, if you heard about Harold and Bell's, this one is very comparable. And it is not set up the same way. You're just not going to expect to get the food you're going to get. And you didn't tell them that she, Jupiter, what's her name, Amaya?
Jupiter Amaya.
She's the one who made the meal. It's her recipe for the bruschetta.
Yeah, I said.
You did.
Well, the chick, the stuffed avocado.
That's right. You're right.
That's after her.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look.
Here we go. Good luck, man.
Hey, I'm Chris and I play bass.
Hi, my name is Mario Garrido and I play guitar.
My name is Jupiter Amaya and I am the vocalist.
She works in the ghetto too.
What's up? I'm Jonathan Lil J. Rodriguez, and I play drums for
Strangely Attractive.
I like the vibe of Strangely Attractive. It's very energetic and it's kind of explosive.
That's Jupiter.
it's a uniqueness to it. Strangely Attractive definitely does bring something different to the table.
Now imagine how I felt after she told me she had a video on YouTube and I went and found this. I was like, damn, girl.
I know.
We're going to show your video on the show.
Jupiter came on board was we can throw down in English and in Spanish. We want to go after both markets.
Para nada. For nothing. Ay, qué bueno. Todo mi gente, este es.
No matter who's out there, I always feel that if you've never heard us before, it's our job really to make you stay in that club and have a good time and enjoy yourself.
Strangely Attractive. That's the band. Check them out on YouTube, you guys. They got a bunch of videos up there. Strangely attractive. And then go by the Cork and get the chicken salad stuffed avocado, named after Jupiter and Maya. They do pretty good videos too, huh?
Oh yeah. You got me curious about the avocado.
Avocado. All right, you guys.
Yeah,
Strangely
that was
attractive.
great. Yeah.
Go check them out. Strangely attractive. So that was, part of our story, is that what happens in this is a small world.
Yeah.
Okay, and, that's part of it.
Yes, sir.
Now, as the other thing we have to testify to is that we have a very active chat room, you guys. Very active chat room. And we've had, folks send in music. So we've got a piece we want to showcase today. Do you want to tell them a little bit about it?
PMC. Beat maker. That's simple. All I got to say is beat maker, right? Makes the beats, beats the maker, maker the beats, baker the beats. Basically, he just followed us on YouTube. He followed us on YouTube, chimed in. And we know it's a difficult time right now because people are working during this time. And he's an entrepreneur, indie. So, you have to work. It's hard to sit tight and say, let me go watch shows because you're working. So, you find out that the people that are watching you are enterprising folks. And so he said, hey, I'm a beat maker. So I went to check out his stuff and said, well, we need to play this right away. Now, unfortunately, I hate to say this, PMC, when Mario gets around women, he kind of gets lost. We should have featured you last week, but he got out of control and forgot that he was supposed to press the play button. I got out of control and forgot to press the play button too. So we're both at fault. So now we're going to feature some of your music. And Mario's going to tell you a little bit more about it.
PMC, Phil Cuthbert music. I better stand for that. But it's a hot piece. And it's so nice. It's so nice to run into folks in our chat room. Have them send us things that show their talents and have it actually be decent stuff that's enjoyable.
Yeah,
it's so wonderful. That's why, again, it shows you the small world. Take a listen. We think it's a hot track. I'll be here for you.
Yes.
Here you go, you guys.
Always.
Yes. It's your boy King Wallace. It's for all the ladies out there in the world that need somebody to be there for them. King Wallace here for you, baby. You need somebody. Just holler at your boy. King Wallace, Lynette, be here for you. Yes. Let's go. You move and you talk, I can smell a sweet smell when we rub in the dark. I can taste the lip gloss when you kissing my lips. The caressing and touching and holding your hips while you scratching and biting the bag and it quit. I'm here for you, baby, take the keys to the whip. Gon' do a little shopping, gon' buy a few gifts. You the gift that I need, so I don't need ish. I'm here for you, baby, let's make a few kids. Buy a few crisps, take a few trips. I promise not to leave if you just leave him. Tell him you in love with a boss named King. I'ma stand right here while you tell him to leave. Me and you ride or die like Bonnie and Clyde. 22s on the group, go jump in the ride. We can watch the sunset and the stars in the sky. I'm here for you, baby, don't be so subscribe. Still a couple good men left on the earth. Let me treat you real good. Let me show you what you worth. I'm here for you, shed a couple tears for you. Did y'all let it, cause I really gotta hear from you. Back for a minute, let me get up in your brain. So good in focus and hear what I'm saying. Don't have to feel it, let me wipe away the pain. Marvin Gaye, baby, let's play in the seats. The real good loving when you rollin' with King. Give me a chance to show what I mean. I'm here for you, baby, this is not a dream. Let me hear your heart, I promise not to leave. Just hold me tight when you sleep. Let me hear you scream. me. I can feel your take when your take's on E. Not the one in your comb, but the one in your sheets. Kiss on your neck till you say take me. Cattle like dinner right off of the beach. Brush on the sand right off of your feet. I'm here for you, baby, like a real good priest. What's your confessions? Confess to me. I'm really blessed, you the best I've seen. Make me want a shot for a brand new ring. Honestly, you all I need. No assumptions, assuming that you need me. And I need you, just please don't leave. Have a little safe, I'm here for you. Let me take you to a place where you feel that too. Knew I had the truth when I came across you. I'm stuck with you, girl, like a new tattoo. You're an addiction, a mental prescription. So I'ma hold a dose of the love that you give it. Take you to the table when I'm with the women. You can deal the cards, I'll just be the winner. Hate to take a loss, really get with my feelings. I'm here for you, baby, never been a pretender. Though you need a hug when it's cold in the winter. Fireplace, living this when I try giving. I'm here for you, baby, just know what I will mention. From beginning to beginning, never ever quitting. This is what I'm saying. I'll be.
Wow. We're grooving.
Yeah.
This goes out to my baby, my newborn Latrice, my beautiful girl Raquel. I'll always be here for you. From my bottom of my heart, my son Xavier, I'll always be here for you. These is the words that's coming out of my mouth that you can remember for the rest of your life. I'll always be there to hug you. I'll always be able to tuck you at night. I'll always be there to kiss you. You'll always be my queen, Raquel. I love you so much. To our baby girl, Latrice, I'm glad you're here, baby. I'll always be here for you.
Yeah. Giving that indie love. Here for you. Y'all gotta check it out. PMC. Philip Cuthbert Music. I don't know if you want me to let them know your real name, Phil, but just had to give you a shout out. Enjoy that. Hey. Max already talked about getting him to do music videos using the animation software. That's right. Just goes to show, giving that indie love here at Pack Stereo TV. We know we love the indies. Send us the music. We'll showcase you. We'll check it out. Everybody. PMC. Yeah. PMC, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
That was a skill class. Awesome.
Yeah, that's right. You know, everybody's like making collaborations. You know, this is the way you do it. This is the only way you can do it. So, you know, probably what we have to do. And I'm going to say this not because it's negative. It is it's a fact that, you know, we as our folks, and when I say our folks, African Americans need to embrace more of the technology. Cross over and collaborate. Very simple. The line of information and communication is a very short distance. Geography, miles between, don't matter anymore. You need to run with it. And that's the reason why we do what we do.
Exactly.
It's the whole reason why.
Hey, we're going to remind you that at the end of this broadcast, we're going to be playing the full-length concert, Stephanie Mills live at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza. Victor shot it on the 10th. That was what, last Wednesday?
Yes, sir.
Last Wednesday. Full-length concert. We were going to show a piece of here. We're running behind, so we're going to move on. But we're going to run the whole full-length concert.
Yes. Yeah.
At the end of the broadcast.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we'll show you some pieces from the show.
Yes, sir. So, you know, that way, you know, you guys, you know, you can ignore me and pay attention to Stephanie. But I forgot people with holding cameras don't see me anyway, right?
That's right.
Oh, here we go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's been it.
That's it.
That's been the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. That's right. The good news, the bad news, and the other shit. But damn it,